So when the 100 get together to elect the one, it almost seems like they're gonna have to go to the Sistine Chapel and send up the white smoke or something. Will they all meet somewhere then and be kind of basically locked in a room until they come out with a constituent?
Yeah, it'd be kind of a caucus type system where those 100 get together and they choose one person amongst themselves, but it shouldn't be too big of an issue, because even though that person will end up being the person that acts as a barrier for legislation to go to the larger body, because that larger body still gets to vote and everything, it's not going to be incredibly important who's elected that position. So like that's what makes this different than, say, a pre-17th Amendment system where the state legislature would elect a U.S. Senator and they were just done. You know, they didn't get to see any legislation the U.S. Senator voted on. The difference being with this, the working committee member, everything they vote on is going to go to the larger body, and the larger body is going to be resending that person back to the working committee every 2 to 4 years, depending on the House.
The working committee member, though, is the one that's going to have the ability to participate in the amendments, correct?
Yes.
Because there is no power of the neighborhood legislators to do that. So to me, that seems like a pretty powerful position. And it seems like it would be very partisan. If you have a group of 100 and you have a Republican majority or a Democratic majority, it seems to me that it's a given that they're going to elect somebody from their party, just like today. You know, so I do think that person will have a lot more power than the 99.
Yes, that person will definitely have more
and
power.
they'll be subject to influence by potential lobbyists and special interests.
It's true, but not in the same way they are today, because today, when they need tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars to win a campaign, it's a lot harder to say no to that lobbyist than it is when you don't need any money to run a campaign.
Well, you don't need money to win a campaign, but you do to buy a nice car or a nice house. And, you know, people have different motivations. So, to me, I don't think money goes away just because you're...
Oh, no, yeah.
You know, and the influence of money doesn't go away.
We're not going to solve the problem, of course, but we're trying to significantly reduce it, as other states have with smaller districts. So, yeah, of course, there will always be people that are willing to take money for a bribe, essentially. But think of it this way, right now, if you only have 120 people like we do in our capital, and each one of those 120 people needs hundreds of thousands of dollars to win, it's really easy to, even if you're not going to take the money, to at least look the other way when you're offered. When you have 12,000 people, and each one of those people didn't need any money to run, every time that lobbyist tries to bribe someone, they're risking that person turning them into the FBI. And now every time they're doing it, they're having to do it to at least 6,001 people, and all it takes is one of those people to be like, whoa, I'm going to turn you in. It seems like it would at least be significantly reduced. Wouldn't you agree? I mean, I probably wouldn't disagree.
Yeah, no, I don't actually agree, because I do believe that those 80 and 40 are still going to be subject to the same influences that they are today. They are going to have the power to to change the bills, to amend the bills, to kill the bills, all of those things that they have today. And so that's where the influence is going to focus. And they're going to leave the other 99 alone. Because if it makes it there, you know, I don't think that's going to be a big deal for the reason you stated. You know, there's too much exposure that one of those 99 is going to turn them in. But I think those 80 and those 40 are going to be subject to more of the same.
But those